Today the lesson is on constraints. I already have two simulators open. One is the iPhone SE and the other is the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So the reason why constraints are important is because you want the user experience to be exactly the same regardless of what type of iPhones they have. Now, I have two extremes in terms of the dimension of the iPhones. So the smallest size being the iPhone SE, and the biggest is the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now, if you notice, the user experience is the same for both iPhones. And that's very important. So we're going to talk about this. There are two ways to do this. We can apply the constraint on the Storyboard UI, or we can do it programmatically. And I will teach you both ways. Open your Xcode and create a single view app. Call it Lesson13 constraints. Go to your storyboard and add in an image view. Create an image set. Call it profile picture. And then drag in a picture. Go back to your main storyboard. Image profile picture. Okay, now we're going to add in the constraint directly on the storyboard UI. So we're going to constrain the width and the height, and then notice we have an error. Okay, that's because we also need to constrain it horizontally and vertically. And now the error disappears. So let's run this. So this is what it looks like. Now we're going to add a label and constrain it programmatically. So the first thing we need to do is we need to add a file. So control left click, add new file, choose Cocoa Touch class, type in profile view controller. Make sure the language you choose is Swift. Go back to your storyboard. View controller class should now be the new view controller called profile view controller. Control drag from your image view and create an outlet, call it profile image. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a label underneath this image view programmatically. So go to your profile view controller. Let profile label equals UI label. CG rectangle X 100 Y 100 width 100, height 50. Profile label dot text, and we're going to give the label the text, the name of the person, so Danny. And then profile label dot add subview, view is no, correction. Self dot add subview view dot add subview profile label. Okay, I think that's going to work, so let's just see. All right, so we added a label Danny here. However, we want this to come down here. Okay, so the way we do it is now we programmatically apply the constraints. Actually, before we do that, let's center the word Danny. So profile label dot text alignment equals dot center. All right, so we need to apply 4 constraints, just like the way we did it on the Storyboard UI. So the first constraint we need to constrain is the width, the second one is the height. So to do that, profile label dot width anchor dot constrain is equal to constant. So let's just make the width 75. Profile label dot height anchor dot constant, and the height, let's make it 40. Now we need to center it horizontally. So type profile label dot center x anchor dot constraint dot constraint is equal to view dot center x anchor. Okay, so this anchors the label to the horizontal x-axis. And now we also need the 4th constraint to constrain it so that it's below the image. Profile label dot top anchor dot constrain is equal to actually we need equal to constant equal is equal to profile image dot bottom anchor. Okay, so we need to set all of them active equals true. Is active equals true. And finally, we need to set profile label dot translate auto size mask into constraint. We need to set that to false. All right, let's just run this. Okay, and there you go. And just to show you that this label Danny is in fact constrained programmatically, let's just change equal. Let's add a constant here. So constant, let's make it 100. All right. And that's how you constrain using the Storyboard UI and also programmatically.